Hi, Thrivers, and welcome back to Thriving Spain, the podcast for expats who want to feel grounded, confident, and emotionally at home while building a life abroad. I'm Vero, your host, your bilingual friend, and the person who has reinvented herself more times than I can count. But I always thought that something was weird before realizing it, and it wasn't a personality change. It was identity work. Today's episode is about one of the most confusing parts of living abroad. That moment where you look at yourself and think, why am I acting like this? Why do I feel different? Why am I becoming even? And if you've ever wondered whether moving to Spain has changed your personality, or why you sometimes feel like a softer, louder, quieter, braver, or completely different version of yourself, today we are going to make sense of that. And the answer is not that your personality is changing, it's that your observer is expanding. Let's breathe into this. I want to start with a story. Some years ago, when I came back to Spain from the US, I was talking to a friend who knew me before living there, And she said, you're not the same. I don't know, you act different. You even listen differently. And internally, my brain screamed, wait, am I losing myself? And I started judging everything. Why do I say yes so quickly now? Or why do I need more alone time? Why do I feel more emotional? Why do I suddenly care about things that I never cared about before? At first, it felt like a personality crisis, but it wasn't. It was something deeper, something ontological. Living abroad doesn't change who you are. It changes how you are. It expands the way you observe, interpret, react, and make sense of the world. That's why we're going to explore that today, shall we? Let's talk about identity. Identity isn't fixed. It's not a list of traits. It's not adjectives or labels. It's not a version of you that other people think they know. Identity is an observer, a combination of your language, your emotions, your body, your past, your culture, and your meaning-making systems. And when you move abroad, every single one of those systems gets reorganized. Your language shifts your tone, for example. Your body shifts its posture, and your emotions respond differently to the environment. Your assumptions get challenged, your values get clarified, your survival strategies get updated, and your sense of belonging gets written in a different way. And you don't lose yourself abroad, you meet yourself abroad. That difference is everything. So probably you're wondering, what does it actually mean to become a new observer? Well, this means that you begin to see the world from a wider, more complex perspective. You start noticing things that you never saw, start questioning things that you always assumed, and you start choosing things that you never had the courage to choose. And all of a sudden, you're letting go of things that once defined you. And this feels weird. I know it feels weird. Sometimes this feels like growth. Others like it was confusion. Oh my God, this word in English. I can say it, confusing. And it feels like both growth and confusion. So becoming a new observer is messy. It's like your internal software is updating while you're still trying to use the old operating system. And that's why living abroad feels like emotional roller coaster sometimes. One day you might be feeling deeply empowered, and the next one, a total mess. And if you're experiencing this, nothing is wrong with you. You're becoming more yourself than ever. So that's good news. Let's break down how this works. First, language. Every language has an emotional personality. When you speak Spanish, your body, your tone, your humor, everything pretty much shifts and you inhabit yourself differently. And you're not less you are a different access to you. Second, emotions. New spaces awaken new emotional patterns. So Spain might activate your playfulness or your vulnerability or your fear or maybe your impulsiveness. Different contexts invite different parts of you to the surface. And the third is the body. Your nervous system is constantly scanning for safety in a new culture. This can make you more sensitive, more alert, and sometimes more closed down. And sometimes you might be more open. Your body is telling you a story your mind hasn't fully caught yet. And the fourth one, my favorite, is the narratives. When you move abroad, your internal storyline breaks, the plot changes, the characters change, and the why behind your decisions also change. Your identity has to update the script. And this identity expansion is what feels like personality change, but it's not. A personality change is when your core traits shift. Think of it like this. In your home country, you had a you that made sense inside that system. In Spain, you have a you that needs different tools, different capacities, different emotional languages, and you're not replacing yourself. You are adding chapters. Let me offer you a gentle reframe. You're not losing the old you, you're becoming a bigger, deeper version of you. Spain didn't erase you. Spain actually expanded you. And yes, that expansion can feel uncomfortable. Your identity becomes more fluid. Your past self and your emerging self negotiate internally. It's kind of like a fight. And your expectations collide with your reality. Your values rearrange themselves. And it's not instability, it's growth. But I understand they can feel that way in those times, you know. And here's something else that you might be feeling. Your sense of self might feel blurry. If that's happening, it's because your observer is updating faster than your narrative. Your inner system is asking who I am now, what do I care about, what do I need, you know? And this is an invitation, not a crisis. So how do you support yourself during an identity expansion abroad? Well, let me give you a few tools that actually help. The first one is allow slowness. Identity doesn't integrate through force. It integrates through presence. So give yourself a space to feel what's emerging. And the second one, why don't you grade from the version of you that is arriving? Ask yourself, what is this new observer trying to tell me? What choices feel more aligned now? What am I stepping into? And finally, treat yourself with tenderness. Identity work is exhausting, and living abroad is accelerated. You deserve gentleness while you evolved. And here's the truth I want you to take with you today, is that you're not becoming a different person. You are becoming a deeper person. And the version of you that's emerging is wiser, more complex, more honest, and more alive. So tonight, I want to leave you with a small practice. Sit for a moment and ask yourself, what part of me is emerging that wasn't here before? And don't try to force an answer. Just listen. Your new observer is already speaking. And if you're navigating a moment of identity, confusion, emotional overwhelm, or you're trying to integrate the version of you that's arriving, I'd love to support you. You can book a private session with me. The coaching session can be in Spanish or in English. And we're going to be exploring that shifting inside of you. And I want to help you anchor this new identity with clarity and compassion. So feel free to check out the link on the description of this episode. And as always, you don't have to walk this chapter alone because you're not surviving, you are thriving. Thank you for listening, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye.